Sorry guys, I think I'm losing my mind. I was in the right thing, it's just on my screen I was on the wrong channel. Which I don't even know that's possible. Super weird. You learn something new every day. So what happened was, I was on the right channel on my phone that's recording this, but I was on the wrong channel watching it. I guess it doesn't make a difference. But I thought I was live on my Freddy Lights channel. And I don't have hardly any subscribers on there, so that was an accident. And I need to delete the old live. I'm all messed up right now, dude. I'm sorry. I've got to delete the old one if I know how. So if you could bear with me while I do that so I don't confuse people today. Content, live. Okay. And if I screw this one up, I'm probably just shutting it down for the day. Because I don't know. I shouldn't be working today if I can't even get this right. Alright, so here I'm back. Let's see how live we are. Hands up. Now there's quite a delay. You know, there are times where there's like hardly any delay, and then there's other times where there's a delay. So alright guys, how are y'all doing? Sorry, I made a video, a live earlier, and it turns out I screwed it up and I deleted it, so now I'm trying it again. You know, I'm kind of surprised after all this time, that was the first time I messed up like that. I'm kind of surprised at myself. So, alright, I'm giving away a light vest. A light vest from Village Lighting. These retail for $199, although they're on sale now for $179 or something like that. I sell them for $150, but I'm going to give them away right now. Well, not this second, but so I'm going to make a giveaway. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to go like the Facebook group that I'm with. So I'm going to write join this group. Oh, shoot. Can I edit that? Okay. Join this Facebook group. And I'll do it again. Alright. So let me delete that one now. Man, I'm just deleting, adding, all this kind of stuff. So guys, join that group and look for a video that I posted yesterday. It's titled, I don't know if there's a title on it. Let me see. I'm going to post that post. Hold on, I'm going to, let me get there. We'll get this all sorted out, guys. Hold on. Okay, now, comment a question on this Facebook group post to enter the giveaway. Okay. All right. So I don't know if it'll let me put that on there. I don't know. Probably because I used the word giveaway. So I'm going to post that group again, or the video by itself. All right. Good afternoon, Cameron. All right, so here's the deal. I'm giving away a vest. The rules are you have to comment. So you have to be part of my. It's not my group, but it's called um, Lights at Wholesale Christmas Light Installer Group. Okay, I put a link in the comments right here on the live. Join that group. Once you're in, find the post where I'm giving away the vest. Okay, then comment a question on that post. That will enter you in to the giveaway. So then you'll be entered to win. All right. And then the rules are, once you're entered to win, you can get more entries. Okay. So once you comment a question on that post, you'll get an entry, and you'll be entered into the contest. If you post a video to that group about something with Christmas lights, it could even be a question. Let's say you don't have any light bulbs, you don't know anything about it. If you do a video selfie of you asking a question, you'll get 2 more entries for the vest. Or if you do lights, show something, ask a question, or show the group something has to do with lights. Whether it's a question, you're showing something off, maybe you did something really cool and you want us to see it, whatever, but it has to be light related. You'll get 3 additional entries for that video. And you don't have to post that in the comments of my post. Put that in the group so that everybody sees it. You can earn an additional 2 entries by just posting a question in the group. You don't even have to have a video to it. So that'll give you another 2 entries, okay? And then you'll get 1 more entry if you follow me on Instagram at my Lights channel, Freddy Lights YT, for Freddy Lights YouTube. Anyway, I'm going to try copy and paste this real quick to this post. Let's see if anybody asks me any questions in the meantime. And today is Saturday. Yes, why? What did I do? Did I screw it up, Cameron, or what? Today is Saturday. What's that mean? Now I'm all paranoid. Okay. So again, I'm giving away a brand new Village Light vest from Village Lighting. To enter the giveaway, join the Facebook group first. Okay, then I'm gonna post. I have too many characters. 20 more. Okay, 11. I think I'm just going to do some backspaces here so this can fit. Okay. What? Oh, I don't think I can post this. The instructions. Day is off. Oh. Yeah, well, I wish I could really take a day off. I don't know. Do I really wish I could take a day off? I don't know. I enjoy working. I enjoy making money. Every day I'm kind of doing something related with lawn thumbs. Like me being here, I have a mechanic out in the yard. Could he be here without me? Yes, but there are times where he needs something. I had to go to the parts store today to get that for him. Because that's being done, it's helping our company make more money. So it's like I'm always trying to move the company forward in some way. And so that's why I'm probably a workaholic, I guess. Anyway, can't post that. There's too many characters. We'll try it one more time. So what's up, guys? How was your week? So I was thinking about that today, like before I did this live. I'm like, so what is my topic for today? I don't really know, but instead of not posting a live, I thought, well, I'll still do a live, even if I'm talking about the vest giveaway, because, consistency is key, right? when you're doing YouTube, consistency is the one thing where if you do it consistently, that's when you'll get kind of momentum going. If you stop, then you kind of feel like, oh, well, I didn't do it last week. Maybe I won't do it again this week. It's fine. You start to get complacent like that, and that goes for all things, including, working out in the field and that kind of stuff. When I got out of the field, I felt like I was more productive in the office than I was out in the field, and so I felt like, well, I didn't mow this week, so maybe I won't do it next week, and then that kind of snowballed into what it is now. It's like, and that can happen with everything, right? Let's say you go fishing every single weekend, but then you take 3 weeks off. Next thing you know, it's like, I haven't gone fishing in a month. It's fine. I say that because I really want to go fishing, and I used to go all the time, and now I don't go. So, anyway, guys, Cameron? So today's your day off, and this was an okay week, man. What were any struggles you had this week? If you could answer that. What would be cool is if we could do like an interview, but I don't think we can do that. Been busy mowing. Yeah, we've got a lot of new customers this week, from last week and this week, and it's all, kids going back to school, so they're not mowing their lawns anymore. People are tired of trying to find somebody cheaper, so they're calling us again. Yeah. So somebody asked a question, or maybe just somebody asked a question on another platform, and I was thinking about it myself, was what is a skill that if you did really well would have the biggest impact on your business? And I was really thinking about that because I think the mentality when you're out there getting customers for the first time and you're trying to grow your business, you find joy in the work, and you start to really want to hone in on your skills. Maybe that's making lines in the lawn, trimming really good, or whatever, shrub pruning, something like that. You feel like the better you get at it, the more money you're going to make. And although that can be true, it's not necessarily the case. You can be a really good landscaper, but be broke to the point where you have to quit your business. I've seen that happen. I know some really talented guys that are kind of either really close friends or in my family that have the work ethic. They're good. They're talented. You know the difference between talented worker and a worker who is trying really hard but just doesn't have the God-given talent, but they think they're good because they're working so hard. I see that all the time, man. I can tell the difference between a talented worker and a hard-working worker who is good, but it's not natural. Like, they're working really hard at it. And I've seen some real talented friends of mine that go into business for themselves and just can't make it because they focus too much on the work. What they need is somebody to help them with the business side of things, because it is important, guys. Don't kid yourself. Having a business, you need somebody that's running the business. It's not called work your ass off. It's called having a business. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I feel like that's something that's important, and you need to hone in on that skill rather than the actual work, you know. Although that's important, you won't get customers. You won't have customers stay with you if you're not good. So that has to be kind of like a common sense requirement, like a baseline requirement that you have to either uh, have good customer service. You have to have good customer service. In fact, I think that's one of the things that I guess I would say would separate me when I first started this business was that was my focus. It wasn't like you're hiring me because I'm the best trimmer, the best mower guy. No, you're hiring me because I will answer my phone every freaking time you need something. That's how I started, right? When I first started, that was my pitch because I was in the service industry for a long time, and customer service is important. You can have bad service, but as long as you communicate with the customer and they see that you're trying to make it better, that usually wins a lot of people over. I know with lawn thumbs or with lawn care, you don't really um, like have that luxury of saying, "Hey, sorry, I messed up your lawn. I'm trying." No, I know that's not the case, but more than likely, if you're like late for an appointment or you didn't show up that day, communication with the customer is key. And Cameron, my name is Freddie Zahn, so um, that's my name, Freddie. Let's see where to buy these vests in case I don't win this one. You can get it from Village Lighting. Um, so let me see here. So a lot of people try to find me on Facebook. Let me see. Here's my Facebook, my personal Facebook. But anyway, um, yeah, you can get it from Village Lighting for $199. I also sell them too, but I'm trying not to sell them right now. Um, I sell them for $150, I think. Let me see if I can find that really fast. I'm gonna go to my website. Oh, did I take that page off? I think I took that page off. Probably because I didn't want to sell the vest anymore. Um, so kind of see reviews. Yeah, I guess I don't have it anymore. Which is fine. So yeah, I would sell them for $150. But you can get them at Village Lighting. I have quite a bit right now in stock. I have 5, and I'm supposed to be getting 6 more like any minute now. I'm not sure. And Cameron, do you have a YouTube channel? So I'm trying to remember if you had a channel or not. Okay. Let's see. So anyway, let's see how we did this week, huh? Let's go. I think we had, I know I say this every week and I shouldn't say it anymore, but I think we had a record week. Like, it was phenomenal. Let me see. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we did, on one hand we did really well, but the sprinklers didn't do good at all this week. I mean, they did a big job, and I'll give them that, but we're not finished with that job, and they've got to go back and finish it, and we're looking at another, I don't know, possibly full day, maybe 2. Let's see. All right. So today is the 13th. Of August. August, all the way from the 7th to today. Okay, here we go. Any quick guesses on what we did on revenue this week? Wow, I thought we did better than that. Is that true? Yeah. Okay, so then we look at sprinklers for this week. So again, from the 7th to the 13th. Okay, that's not bad. So yeah, we're gonna have a good week. I didn't think we did that good for sprinklers, but we did. Okay. Oh yeah, no. No, we didn't do that good. Let me do some deductions here. Because a card kept declining in the sprinkler system, but on our garden and mowing maintenance, she's a customer there and had a different card on there, and that one worked. So it looked like it got double entered, so I have to deduct that. Okay, so sprinklers all together did 12.7, which is really good. That is really good. Sorry. Okay. But I have to deduct 6,100 from the mowing and gardens. Okay. Almost there. Okay. So it's not a record week. It's pretty much what we've been doing. All right. So we did 62, just over 62,000 bucks, which I'm pretty happy about, actually. But it's not a record. I think if we would have hit, I don't know if we've ever done 70 in a week. That would be a record. So, other than that, went pretty good. Big hiccups this week. I mean, we've had some people complaining, man. Somebody's saying that we broke a fence, and the Mo guy's like, he swears he's seen that fence broke when he first started doing it last year. But we never thought to say anything. So what's your guys' policy when a Mo guy shows up to a property and sees something broken? I know that's really hard. It's hard for us because, you know, our Mo guys have like 60 lawns a week, and they're trying to hurry through a bunch of jobs, and they don't always put notes down. Sorry, I'm watching a couple across the street, and I don't know if they're fighting or what. I'm at the shop watching live Freddy. I thought for a second that was you, Cameron, in the front. I'm like, who is that? Also, taking pictures, Brian? Yeah. We just need to do a better job of that, man. The thing is, it's like so much wasted energy doing that kind of stuff for, you know, but, you know, that one time the customer calls, like, those headaches can go away. So here's the issue we're kind of having is we've been having customers say that and this isn't common. I mean, it's very rare, but a customer will every once in a while say that we broke their vinyl fence. And there have been times where we did break it. There have been 2 incidents this year where we did break it. One of them, the mower slid down like a little slope that was probably 4 feet wide, but he got too close and he couldn't control the mower out of there. So it went down and we broke a fence. I immediately talked to the homeowner and we came up with a price, and I gave him $350. He was happy. Said that would more than cover it, and he was happy with that. It was a white vinyl fence. We have a customer saying that we broke white vinyl fence this week. Our policy is when we get that call, we immediately, before we take any blame or any kind of responsibility, we gather the information. What is wrong? What are you seeing? And then they'll tell us, hey, the latch is broken, this is broken, that's broken. That's the first thing we do. We don't say, okay, we're going to fix this right away. We don't say anything yet. We say, okay, now let me do a little bit of research, call the Mo guy, and look at all the history of all the notes of all your jobs. That's the next step. So what we do is we type in that customer's name in our email list and see all the emails, any emails with attachments, we will open, and a lot of times we have sent them an email with something broken because the Mo guy thought this was not like that when I got here. So their job is to immediately take a picture and send it directly to me, where I immediately email it to the office. That's the workflow for that. We do it that way because they can take a picture in the app, but then it's in the app and nobody's aware of it, right? So it's just in there. So the first step is check the emails, look for attachments. We don't see any attachments with any of those customers. Then the next step is to enter their name into the dispatch board and put from today as far back as we can, and all the jobs will show up. And then we look for attachments on that dispatch board. And when we see a picture, we start looking through all the pictures, right? And sometimes we'll see a picture that'll be a broken fence or something that the customer's calling about, and we will drag that picture out and let them know that was like that when our tech got there on that day, and he says he didn't do it. So see, it would be better to get a hold of it right away, because then the customer can't say anything. So like, there are times where we'll send a picture of the fence that gets sent to me. We immediately email it to the office. So then the office calls the homeowner immediately and says, hey, the Mo guy is at your house right now, and he just took a picture of the fence that he saw when he just got there. And a lot of times, 9 out of 10 times, is the tenant that did it, right? So then the homeowner will call the tenant and say, hey, the Mo guy said he saw this when he got there, and that's when the tenants fess up. That's when they say, yeah, it was an accident, I did this, or blah, 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 or it didn't close right. Or they'll even try to blame us, like, yeah, I think the Mo guy, like made it so that the latch wouldn't open, so it kind of, like, it broke because of that. You know what I mean? But anyway, as long as we tell them ahead of time, we're safe. You know what I mean? You're in the clear. It's kind of like a game, right? If you tell the homeowner first, if you tell the homeowner their lawn is dry and dying before they find out and tell you, you're good. But if they tell you and you have no record of them knowing that you told them, it's kind of like you lost. Now they're mad that their grass is dry and you didn't say anything. You know what I mean? So, yeah. White vinyl fence is expensive. Maybe not. I don't think it's very expensive. I'm not saying $350 is cheap, but it could be worse. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and I have a guy who used to do pressure washing before he worked here. So on any jobs where our landscaping crew does a really bad mess on the driveway and the hose with a regular water hose gun won't clean it, I'll send my guy that has done pressure washing in the past, and he does it really good. He's a really good pressure washer. He knows what tools, what attachments to get to make it all right. You know what I mean? So that's awesome. And I was just talking to him today, and I said, "Didn't you also do fences in the past?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "We have every once in a while we have customers that say the vinyl fencing, like we broke it or something." They go, "Man, it's so easy to fix. Just tell me which one it is, and I'll go on Saturdays and fix them." And I'm like, "Okay." So I may look into sending him to this one customer that's being really cool, by the way. This customer's being nothing but nice, but just won't believe that we didn't do it. This customer is just insisting that we did it. And so I'm a little frustrated with that customer. I actually told Rachel that once we resolve this with them, I don't want to mow for them anymore, because I just don't think that's right that they're blaming us. And she made me think about it. Rachel was like, "Look, I can do that for you. I can tell that customer that we're not going to do any work for you if we're gonna, somehow pay for the expenses of this or go through the insurance. I don't know. We're not going to be able to keep servicing you." But she's like, "Or we can recoup the money by continuing to mow for them." And I'm like, I get it, but I just don't want that customer to just keep blaming us for any little thing and thinking that we're just going to fix it. She's like, "I get that, but I really think recouping the money and keeping our guys busy is more important than just dropping them if we're going to pay for it anyway." And I'm like, "You're right, you're right." So that's kind of where we're at with that. What's up, Jamar? Good to see you, bro. Well, you know what I mean. Not see you, but glad you're here. Glad to feel your spirit here with us. Maybe that's too strong too. Glad to feel your presence here. Sometimes you have to fire a customer to eliminate headaches. Yes, I'm really good at doing that too, by the way. I fire people when needed, for sure. I fire people every year. I like letting them know, look, we've tried fixing. Usually when I have to give multiple refunds, that's when I say we have to part ways, because we're not in this business to keep giving back refunds. But I let them know, when I do let them go, I'm like, "Hey, look, I understand you're upset. I feel like we've tried our best. This is our second, third, or even fourth time trying to get it the way you want. And I feel like I need to give you a refund, but then we have to part ways because I don't think we're able to do the job the way you want." So I do tell them that, and that's how I let them go. I've done that. I did it one time last year, and the customer didn't want to be let go. And they wrote a review that they were upset that I booted them, basically, that I refused to serve them. But in the comments said, "I'd be willing to take this post off because I really do think they do a good job. It's just these little tweaks that I'm asking them to do, they're just for some reason not able to do them." So I reached out to that customer again, and I go, "Look, I would consider trying it again, but we cannot give you a refund. If we do it one more time and you're not happy, I have to take you off, and we're not going to give you a refund, And they said, "No, I agree to that. That's fine." And so we did it, and then they never complained again. So I don't know. It's kind of one of those weird things, It's like, do you do it? Do you not? I don't know. I mean, I definitely wish we could make every customer happy, but that's never going to happen. You're never going to make everybody happy. I've got some pretty. I've got some upset customers. I don't know how upset they are. They haven't really. I haven't had anybody say, "Dude, I'm gonna." Well, actually, I had a customer yesterday tell me they're gonna leave bad reviews on me because they weren't happy with our sprinklers. This customer signed up for a sprinkler adjustment. It was $399, so it wasn't cheap. I get that. Way back in June, okay. Now, with our adjustment service, they're not all $399. They start at $199, and then they go up from there depending on how many zones you have, right? So this lady had 9 through 13 zones, so that's $399. That's us going through every single station and fixing every sprinkler, not pipes, or, no valves are covered in that. This is just basically sprinklers or nozzles. So we'll go through every single sprinkler station and change the nozzles, and the sprinklers are included in that $399, but they have to pay for the parts. So as we're adjusting everything, if we have to change a nozzle, we swap it out for a new one, they have to pay for that nozzle. If the sprinkler is broke and it's gushing water, we'll replace that sprinkler, but when we put the new one on, they have to pay for that part. So we do that through the whole system. So hers came out to $399, and that was in June. And when we do that service, we have a 30-day callback policy. So within 30 days, you can call us back, and we'll go out there, tweak the areas that maybe are still yellow, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So she called, we went back, I want to say 20 days later instead of 30 or something. It could have been 30, I'm not sure. But anyway, that was it. And we haven't heard anything until yesterday. So now we're looking at like 7 weeks. 7 weeks ago is when we did the initial service. And she thinks that we need to go back because now she has dry spots in other areas. And I told her, I go, unfortunately, I have to charge you a $79 diagnostic fee to send a tech out there to check on that. Because it's been more than 30 days. And if it is our fault, you don't need to pay $79 and we'll tweak it for you. But if it is something that has nothing to do with the adjustment, it's $79 and we'll give you a quote. And she was like, well, I'm not paying anything anymore. And I'm like, I get it, I understand, but if it really is our fault, you won't have to pay for it. So you don't have to worry about it. No, I can't believe you're not guaranteeing your work. And I'm like, well, we guarantee a break if we fix a break, but we can't guarantee an adjustment because we have to rely on you to water, and things break throughout the summer, so we can't guarantee that your adjustment is going to hold the whole entire year. And I know sometimes saying that out loud sounds kind of like, well, so that kind of sucks, I get it, but I can't send a tech out the whole year because they paid one big bill at the beginning of the season. I just can't do that. You know what I mean? So she refused to pay the $79 diagnostic fee to send somebody out there. I had a little huddle with my employees, my sprinkler guys, and they all agreed that everything was working fine when they were there because we had 3 different techs. We had 3 guys. We only went twice. We went the first time. That first time we had 2 techs that did it together, and on the second one was another tech, and we actually sent somebody with a little more experience for that second time because she was saying, hey, I think I need somebody a little more experienced. She actually said that, so we brought somebody better, and so all 3 of those guys were like, dude, that property is good, like the coverage is good, so I can't keep doing free stuff. And she was upset, and she said she's going to post pictures and stuff online, and I'm like, I understand, unfortunately I'm sorry that we fell short for you. So that's probably coming soon, and I don't know when, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm going to see how long I've been on. Wow, it's only been 40 minutes. So what's going on, guys? How'd you guys do this week? What's everybody at, revenue-wise, or hiring, or something good. What did you guys, or something bad? You know, let me know. We'll stay on for a little bit longer. Um, so my point to that other story was you can't make everybody happy. It's just never gonna happen. My wife can tell when I'm like stressed out or something went wrong at work. She can tell because my mind is not there at work. And but she tells me all the time. She's like, you literally can't make everybody happy, so quit feeling bad about it, and I do for the most part. You do kind of get used to the complaints. Not that we don't get a lot of complaints, but like every complaint to me is just like, bam, in my face. You know what I mean? I just like, it's all I think about. But there are some complaints that I'm like, it's not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. And there are other complaints where I'm like, I understand why the customer is upset, but it's not really our fault, And then there's the, hey, I don't care whose fault it is, we need to fix that because that could be bad if it's not taken care of. Like something to do with sprinklers. If something's busted pipe, even though it's not something we fixed, we want to hurry up and get out there, especially if we did some kind of work for them, a few days ago or something like that. So, Jamar, you had a good week. Finally looked over the numbers for the year, and we need to have a strong finish. Yeah. Man, it's almost like, so are we at the halfway mark? So like January, February, March. So I'll say March, April, May, June, July, August. We're in August. September, October, November. So I'm pretty much past the halfway mark. We really have August, September, October, November. August, September, October, November. Oh no, we are right at the halfway mark, aren't we? Because these next 4 months are going to be just as busy as the last 5 months, I would think. So we need to have strong. We also need to have a strong finish. We're quoting snow removal. I don't know if you guys do that where you guys are at. I don't know, guys. It's just crazy busy lately. We're going to be mowing until November, probably December. Not in December, but probably the last day of November we'll probably still be mowing. I had a new guy ask me, like, hey, when do we stop mowing? I said December 1st. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, dude. I go, there may be times where, customers will start dropping off and you may have a smaller route, but you'll still be out there mowing late November for sure. And he's like, oh, that's good to know. But December's the wild card, right? Because December is similar to November, except it could snow. And if it snows, it's done. If there, from my experience, when there's about, 6 inches to a foot of snow, it's done. It's over. Everybody's locking up. Everybody's done for the year. They don't even think about their yard anymore. But in the as long as there's still snow outside, sun is still outside, we'll get yard cleanups. People, the last minute people that just never got to it that year but want it done before it gets worse next year, they'll start calling. We're definitely going to get busier. I'm optimistic because I don't have a whole bunch of stuff to buy like I did earlier in the year. We don't do any snow down here. That would be nice. I really would like to have like some kind of little break or mow all year. Just in Florida, they mow every 2 weeks instead of weekly in the wintertime. And I think that's just, part of me is like, oh, that's cool. But then part of me is like, I like that it shuts down and we can start all over every year. There's something nice about that, but there's also something annoying about it too. It's like, I have this winter fund every year that ranges from, I don't know, 60,000 all the way to $150,000. You know what I mean? That could be money that could go into my pocket. Like literally, that could be my paycheck. But I can't because I need to have that money to just carry the business through to spring. So that's an annoying part about having the winter like this. Now, if it snowed heavily, consistently, and we had a bunch of trucks and a bunch of workers that did snow, then we could make money that way. But it never really does that. You know what I mean? Or what I should say is I never try to get enough work to make that happen because if every plow truck had like five big properties and we had 5 trucks full, that'd be 25 big properties. I mean, easily you could be looking at, a bunch of money every storm. But I always play it safe. I always have, 2 properties per plow truck, 2, and it's good money when it snows, but it's not enough to like carry us through for 2 weeks, Which if we get 5 properties every plow truck this year, that will definitely carry us through, and that 60 to 150,000 can be kind of like used either next year for materials, or I could actually pay myself that. So, but I've never been able to do that because I always take it easy with the snow. So, guys, I'm also waiting on a really big check. So the mailman's here now, and I may check it out because I'm really waiting for this big check. This is a customer. So check this out, guys, real quick. We do card on file, okay? But we have made exceptions, right? I've talked about that before. We've made exceptions with snow, like if they're a snow customer and they're consistently paying us all winter for those big jobs. I mean, some of those bills are like $4,000 to $6,000 because we'll go every storm, and then at the end we'll send them the bill, and we take a chance with that because it's snow. I need to keep my guys busy anyway. Why not try to get these big accounts? You know what I'm saying? So when those customers want us to do lawn maintenance, we kind of say, you know what, we're doing this for them because we're going to do their snow, and it's going to be great. And it's so far that's been working out. But we have another customer that we don't do snow for, but it's a giant property, and when we signed up, we said it was going to be, let me get this call real quick. It's one of the workers that's out today. Hey, how'd it go? Awesome. Did you talk to her? Oh man. Really? Awesome. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. And you get the back part too? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I told you about it. Alright, well, did that get clean? Did it need it? Yeah, Fernando said it's really small. Or he said by the shed or something like that. Yeah, check it out. But dude, thank you so much. All right, see ya. Bye. Okay. Shoot, I gotta go soon. Where was I? Something about snow. I feel like I was going good with the snow thing here. Okay, let me read some questions here. I'm a pressure washer. Small Christmas light installer going into third year with only 12 light customers. Had knee replacement in February. Other replacement coming soon. 10K wash month July. So you did 10K in revenue for July? That's cool. That's awesome. Jarmar, we do year-round services, still mowing weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly. Nice. Yeah, there's something nice about that for sure, for sure. I feel like, to me, that's more of like a business, you know what I mean? Where you can be year-round, whereas what I'm trying to do, the way that I call myself year-round is that I just pay everybody year-round, you know what I mean? And we do snow, but haven't gone nuts with closing every account like we should. You know, we tell customers, like if customer called in July, last year and the previous years, and said, hey, can I get a snow removal quote? We would literally say, we don't know if we're doing snow this year, so you'll have to call back in November. Or we'll say something like, we're not doing our snow bidding yet, you have to call back in November. Or we're only taking care of our customers from last year. Literally, that's the stuff that we would say. But we changed that this year. We're going to give everybody a quote. So far, we did 2 quotes this year. I think we might have done 3. But 2, and they were giant. Like, it's no wonder why they're calling this early, so they can make sure to find somebody. And one of them was just like $1,500 a push. And I don't think they're going to do it. You know, that's a lot of money. So, so anyway, if we do that, we'll have a year-round business for sure. But we lose all the mow guys. I mean, unless they're pushing snow, they're gone. But they always come back because they get paid really well and they like the break. That's the other thing. They get a break. You know what I mean? It's 2 months break. Well, for the mow guys, sometimes it's 3 months. So it's December, January, and February. But February, we get a bunch of money coming in from the prepay customers. And so a lot of times I'll start bringing in the mow guys middle of February or early February, whenever they want in February, just to get them kind of set up with their trucks, kind of just helping out in the yard, doing whatever, coming in for meetings, and we'll start paying them. And so they appreciate that. So really they just have to get through December and January. But if they don't want to come back in February, that's fine. Usually some of them come back middle of March or even April, which as long as it's on them, as long as that's what they want, I'm totally cool with that. We charge a whole lot more per mow for bi-weekly and monthly visits, but we try to do a few extras. Yeah, for sure. So we charge 25% more for bi-weekly than we do weekly, and we charge $75 per man per hour, and we try and have 2 guys on first-time visits or monthly visits. We call monthly visits first-time visits. That's what we call them. And even our customers are used to the wording on that, because we have some customers that cancel, come back, you know, and we call them first-time mows, and they know. Big Mo client, no snow, waiting on check in the mail. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to go check the mail real quick, see if that big check came. Hey! What's up?
¿Qué fue todo ya?
¿Ya está?
Pues ya la máquina está, ya tiene carbonetos.
Bueno, gracias, bro. ¿Poder buscar la camioneta de allá?
¿Ya estarán?
Una, no sé si las dos, se puede decir.
Bueno, vamos a ir a ver.
Ok, gracias.
Vale.
All right, guys, got 2 checks. I know one of them should be about $1,200, which that's not a big. So this guy is. Oh, maybe I should do this. This guy is kind of like, I would say, a friend. He's a car dealer. So there's 2 car dealer customers that we have, and both of them, they have my personal number. They text me, they call me directly, because they've got cars and trucks, and I need to have a good relationship with them. You know what I mean? So okay, so $1,300. This one may be the big one. Maybe not. It's a weird name. So what I was going to tell you guys about this one customer that owes me a lot of money, when they first signed up, we measured the property and it came out to like $550, right? Going off a measurement, a week, $550 a week, and they agreed to that. They gave us a credit. No, they didn't give us a card on file, but they did not give us a credit card on file, and we don't do snow for them. But I thought, for $550 a week, it's worth trying. You know what I mean? So here's what I did. I told that customer, I said, look, it's $550 a week, but I don't want a commitment on our end or yours. Let's mow it for 2 weeks and see how it goes. And he agreed, because I was like, you know what, this might be too big for our guys. So I don't want to be stuck in a weird commitment with you. So he said, I agree with that. Let's do that. So I sent my guys out there, and they got it done in like an hour. Okay. And so I asked the guys, I go, how come it was so fast? They're like, dude, it's just such big areas that we can get it done with the grandstand like super fast, while the other guy's trimming. So what they do is they both hop on the trimmer, knock that out really fast, and then one of them gets on the grandstand, and they knock it out in like an hour and a half, and it looks good. So I called them up, and I said something like, hey, it looks like we're going to do this for you. We can continue this on. And they said, okay, but there's a problem. And I said, what's the problem? And they're like, we only have this much money budget for a month, and we just found this out. We're willing to go with you because we want somebody reliable and all that kind of stuff. But if we do pay that, you guys would have to come like every 2 weeks or something. I don't know. It was something weird, right? You guys have to come 3 weeks instead of 4. Let me answer this one more time. Hey, what's up? Okay, thanks. Cool. Did it need it? Okay. Well, that's awesome that you did that. I so appreciate it. Okay, cool. All right. See ya. All right, bye. Okay, so they said they would give me the budget, but we would have to mow like 3 times instead of 4, something like that. So I said, all right, here's what I'm willing to do. This was anyway, I talked to the mow guys, I talked to everybody, and I said, all right, here's what I'm going to do. So I called the place back, and I said, here's what I want to do. We're going to make it a flat monthly rate, which is something we never do. But if that's the budget, we'll go once a week every month. And that will balance out the weeks that there's 4 weeks, sometimes there's 5. So this will balance everything out if we go weekly, but we would need that full amount every month. And they agreed with that. And we've been mowing them for 2 years. Okay, so here's what happened now. They recently called to get this, have the landscape garden crew come, right? They've never had them come. It's always been mowing up to that point, and it's always been like big monthly checks that we get from them. So me and the office are like, we trust them at this point. I mean, yeah. But what happened was right before we did the cleanup for them, they changed owners. You know what I mean? And so So yes, they paid their bill, but I don't know. I don't know. But it's been a while. It's already the 13th, and we still haven't had a check. We haven't had that $6,000 check from them, $6,000 check from them, and I'm just kind of like, I'm a little freaked out a little bit because that's a lot of money, and we're waiting on a check. You know. Anyway, I opened this up, and it wasn't the check. I have no idea who this is. I'm gonna look it up real quick. And I have no, it's not even showing up. I'm gonna look at the past due amounts and see who owes for these amounts. I'm gonna do most to smallest. Weird. I don't see any of these amounts. Oh, there's one. Okay. I think I know who it is. They might have changed who's paying. I think that's what happened. That's weird because I don't think that's them anymore. Oh well. Anyway, we are owed like a lot of money because of that big check. So, all right, guys, I think I'm going to call it quits. We've got some trucks ready here. I've got my mechanic guy wants to leave, so I'm going to lock everything up back there. We're 50% biweekly and about double for monthly. Oh, wow, that's good. Nice. Yeah, Cameron. Come in. All right, guys. Peace out. See you next week. Sorry.
Estamos con
La otra no